Hello, and welcome back to Hedgehog Radio. Today I'll be drawing again and chatting with Ed. Hey, Ed.
Hello.
Yay.
How you doing?
Good. I'm good. I think so. I think this is all good. What was my catchphrase again? This is working. Good. Here's your piece of paper. Alrighty. First I'll draw you. So, what animal would you like to be drawn as?
What's the? There was a fox, wasn't there? So Fede was a fox.
Yes, Fede was a fox. Everyone else went for cat so far. I haven't had any
I
gnues or frogs. I mean,
I've got cats here. They'll be offended if I'm not a cat. So
okay, you can be a cat.
I'll go back to the cat. And apologies to Fede for making him the outlier so far.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so some eyes here. So this is starting well. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I've got a long nose.
So probably quite a lot of whiskers here.
Oh yeah.
All things considered. Should I do serious? I'll do serious. Like this. Good. So let me think about what question is a good question. So yeah, there seems to be quite a lot of noise going on today. There's yeah, I think the neighbours are doing up their kitchen or something, and there's just been all sorts of other sudden noises. I don't know. I've been going around turning everything off, and there's this noise thing. So there might be surprise noises. So I thought, yeah, let's make that a thing. Tell me about being surprised by a noise, about a surprising noise, or a noise that was interrupting something.
Yeah. I think, well, like probably our favourite local noise feature is probably the donkey next door getting sad because his core friend has been taken out for a ride. And it's a real foghorn kind of braying lament. In the field that's about 100 meters away. Maybe not quite that far. I don't know. Yeah, and he just kind of really, yeah, exactly. I mean, we don't tend not to see him doing it, but
I can't imagine what it's like. Yes, a noise that you don't see, but you just like you can kind of see it just from hearing it. I imagine. Is this what it sounds like?
So he's called Hector, the donkey, and the horse is called Maddie, and the horse gets taken out in the horse box for doing horse things elsewhere, or just being taken for a ride up the lane. But he never gets taken anywhere.
No.
So whenever yeah, and so yeah, whenever the horse is gone, it's like a kind of, oh yeah, there's Hector wailing, and then as soon as the horse comes back, he's quiet again. He's completely silent. I don't think I've ever heard him make a noise with the horse in the field.
So this really should be the horse leaving. I'm gonna change the legs. I don't know what color the horse is. Brown. Oh. What color would the noise be?
What? Probably purple.
Purple. Do I have purple? I think I do. Do? I must do. Do you think it's like more like a jagged or more like a? I think it's probably.
Yeah, it's like a kind of. Yeah. Yes.
You got this one. I'll make that horse brown. So you can basically tell what's going on in the paddock there.
Yeah, you can tell where the horse is.
Wait, it's like a horse located. Oh, that's good.
Horse absence reporter.
Imagine you could just be like quite quiet in your life, but there would be like a someone else who's just like crying out where you are, so everyone knows.
Yeah, yeah, and the horse herself is very quiet as well. So it's just.
Oh, there you go. Imagine you could have like someone who's just like going, "He's at the shops."
She's gone for a walk.
Yes. He's up a mountain. Oh, good.
No one else nearby cares, but it's just
But you would
just
know.
has to be broadcast.
Yes, I mean, maybe sometimes you would actually, possibly, would you actually even know if when you go anywhere, the donkey also tells everybody where you are?
It's not. It's like a
Maybe not.
observation bias problem, isn't it?
I want to put some more noises here.
Yeah, I mean, well, so we're talking about neighbour noises, and I think, you know, like by definition, noises that come through from neighbours are always there's no good neighbour noise, I don't think. So, but we've got other good neighbouring animals, like alpacas. So that's set you another drawing challenge.
What do they sound like?
Well, they have some truly bizarre noises.
I remember them looking like this. I might be wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, kind of like weird giraffe lips, but it's probably quite hard to draw those. Maybe a little pom-pom tail as well, I think.
Yes, that's true. I'm trying to remember what they look like when they've just been shorn. I think that they kind of leave both ends on, don't they? Like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You get like.
And I think they're fairly well into growing back at the moment because it's getting into winter and. But yeah, there's there's two fields. There's all the male alpacas and female alpacas separated, and then they tend to fight read too much. Yeah, they have like an alarm call for if they see a fox or a dog or something, and then they have like
it's a terrible alpaca. I apologize. I hope people know that I've got like no reference. You know, I would if I did a book or something, then I would actually look at photos of what things actually look like. But
yeah, it's an important disclaimer.
Yes, it's great. What sound would the call for a fox look like?
The sound that it would make when it saw a fox.
Yeah, I want to put the.
Yeah, well,
what colour is that? Orange.
So the thing about the alpacas is it's definitely harder to know what it's harder to know what they're making noise at because we don't have such a clear view of them as where the donkey is. But then we don't obviously the dog. But it's kind of the donkey is like a very much binary thing. It's like, is horse around? If no, then periodically make a heartrending wail. Whereas the alpacas could be up to all kinds of nonsense, or like seeing all kinds of weird stuff. So, I mean, I think the horse there is like it's arrived back. The donkey hasn't noticed that she's come back.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Like, what the hell? So that's got in the act of making the noise that tells people where I am. No, the alpaca. Yeah, so it's like a sort of alien warbling noise.
This one.
Yeah. Just really weird, really kind of odd. yeah. It's kind of like a.
Yay! More of that.
And then they also make a different noise if they're fighting. Like occasionally, you see them kind of frolicking about and fighting a bit. But it's kind of a similar noise. And then you can look at. I mean, I just. It's a good Google thing to do to like Google for alpaca noises. But yeah, just Google for like the 4 noises that alpacas make.
I very much will.
they're all great. They've got a special noise for mating, which is called ogling, which also defies belief. And I'm not sure if we've heard that from where we are. But definitely we do that. So it's just it's like you wake up and you hear something and you think, is that a bird? Is that a new kind of bird? And it's just alpacas doing one of their different things.
I really did not know that alpacas have bird noises or amazing noises
Yeah.
at all. Foxes do. I mean, foxes. I know what foxes sound like. I mean, they sound many
Mm.
different ways, don't they? They kind of.
Well, we don't
sound...
really hear foxes here because I guess because it's not well.
You don't?
There's not that many around us, or if they
No,
are, then they're
avoid your
kind of
ear. It's not going in your
driven
ear.
away.
There
So
you go. That's the main animal I hear here. It's foxes and magpies. There's so
yeah,
many foxes.
right, yeah.
They're kind of burble in a very
Right.
It's weird. Sometimes they really sound like they're having some sort of legal proceeding going on with one of them just kind of got holding forth in
Mm.
a
They must have
particular way. It's very odd. And everyone else is kind of going, well, anyway,
yeah, they're
I
probably
can't.
they're kind of like organising some social structure, aren't they?
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. I think that's probably one of them just kind of going here. So
Yeah.
we're getting to item 1. Trash. It's mine. Who took it? I don't know. Anyway, there should be more here. Is there any noise from above? Let's put in some noise from above.
Well, not some. The noise that I'm thinking of,
More noise.
I've heard from above most recently is big skeins of geese flying over. So they're the kind of they're kind of multiple V shapes. They're all kind of, or not the geese aren't V shapes, but the shapes they make are these kind of beautiful, like fractal, wobbly V shapes. I think, yeah, I may have.
What the whole flock is like a wobbly.
Yeah, like a branching V. That's like a big tree flying.
Oh yeah,
towards
because they're always going on each other's slipstream, don't they?
Yeah, but it's not just one big V. It's like lots and lots of branching Vs. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Well, it makes sense because this one would have two, would have a few.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't think that's what they do with their legs. I think the legs
are
here. That's fine. Well,
they're always too far away for me to tell, so I can't.
That one would have a few, and then each of those would have a few in their slipstream.
Yeah, and then there's kind of like, I guess in the middle, it can't be like fully tightly packed, but yeah, they're sort of trailing off. There's like ones.
Yeah, I mean, there must be some. It must get lost a little bit, or maybe it gets stronger. I don't know. But yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? Yes. So what do they sound like?
I don't realize. It's like
you don't have to make it. I can try to draw it.
It's like it's the classic goose honk, but there's about 200 of them, and they're really far away and faint, and they gradually kind of come in from some direction, and it's just a kind of.
I feel like goose honk is kind of like quite a round thing. I'm gonna do a round thing, and it's probably. I'm okay with it being blue.
Yeah.
That's a honk, I think. That's a good honk.
Yeah. So they were all little honks, I think. Yeah. So they kind of like, but you hear them kind of coming across in the right direction, and and then gradually, it's just a beautiful thing.
Are they fast enough for a Doppler effect? So it's like.
Oh no.
That is good. That is good. I think I prefer it without.
Yeah, I wonder what birds have Doppler effects.
A swallow. So it's a swifts, I think, probably. Well, it's hard to tell, isn't it? Because they are kind of passing quite fast.
Yeah, they make great sounds. Swifts are incredible. Yeah,
swifts are the best, aren't they? You just kind of stop and you go, oh, I'm happy. Oh.
Yeah, that's more. To me, that's more of a town sound around here. Whereas now we don't. I guess there's not enough kind of
Just like sitting
roosting
on
places.
it's like, whee! Oh,
Yeah,
oh, it's,
yeah.
it's missed that. Yeah, it's gone right into that one.
Yeah, when you see that, you maybe like sitting outside a pub in the summer, and you see kind of these gangs of swifts that are just herring around the streets and screaming as they go. It's beautiful. It's like a real seasonal sound.
I've never seen them when they're making that noise. Can you hear this? Can you hear my neighbour drilling? That's my neighbour drilling.
I did. Yeah.
I wonder if people can hear that. Anyway.
It's just
oh no! Oh, another surprise noise. Oh.
I can't hear the noise.
Well, it's not happened yet. I thought I'd sneeze. I was so sure I was going to sneeze. It's very irritating. There's a sneeze. There might be a sneeze. Like it might still happen. Apologies if it does. This is quite good. We've got nearly. Can you see any more space for any noises here? Feels like there might be some. I mean,
there could be a noise of a cat wanting a ball to be thrown.
Oh yeah, I can fit that here.
Yeah, she's very small.
Yeah, but big mouth.
Yeah.
Why don't I just use this? Big mouth, small cat. For a ball to be thrown, specifically.
Yeah, there's an orange ball and a purple ball. Well, there's several orange balls. In fact, there's probably about 20 of these balls hidden around the house. But we only know of 2 orange ones and a purple one.
Does it, are there different noises for different coloured balls?
I think there's different noises for the length of time that a ball hasn't been thrown for.
Oh, all right.
So there's like a little kind of chatty grunting noise if you might have thrown the ball quite recently.
So there's an orange ball. This is a big noise where the orange ball hasn't been thrown for
Yeah,
such a long time.
Yeah, the worst noise that sounds like she's been stepped on is if you've just found a ball from when it was lost for a long time, and then you find the ball, you give her the ball, but then you don't immediately throw the ball for about 20 times.
That is so
and you
complex.
Go and so it's like a joy and relief at having the ball back, but inconsolable grief that the ball is now dead and it's not being thrown.
I think that's very understandable. I mean, imagine you have like that complexity of feeling, and you're a little cat, and like you can't. I mean, you could write a whole poem about that if you were able. But as it is, oh, it's a honk now. That's wrong.
Yeah, it's more of a.
I can't make it the same color as a honk. I gotta make it. I can't make it black. No blue. Dark blue. It's like it's like a tunnel of sadness.
Yeah.
There.
I think if that was kind of hairy, that ball, that tunnel, that would be the exact. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like a kind of that's the hole where a ball would be. One of these little fuzzy balls. Yeah, that's really that's really powerful.
I'm sorry it has part obliterated you, but that's the nature of grief, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
That is very good. I need to put something here just to balance that. This is such a grief.
Oh right.
Can we put a joy somewhere or something, or like maybe I can draw a noise and you can just tell me what it is. Because then it will be balanced. That'll be good. I'll just do this. So so if this is like that, and there should be one. Maybe I will put one here. That is an irritating thing, isn't it?
It kind of sounds okay coming through the speakers. It's just a very metered grumble.
It is a. It does just feel like a friend of mine told me, give me an advice on how to deal with irritating noises like that, like stressful noises. And he said you should imagine that it's a really weird, huge insect, and that helps. So he said,
Oh,
like, if you
wow.
can just like really visualize that there's a bug, like one that's not threatening you, but like it's unusual, and it's very
Yeah,
large, and it's just sitting next to it's just in your garden or something, and it's just part of the system of things. It's just there, and if you just imagine that, then your brain just goes, yeah, fine, and it just accepts it the same way that you would accept like crickets or rain.
yeah.
Ideally. So then you don't have to be
I mean,
cross with your neighbour drilling because it's just a huge bug. It's the season.
yeah.
Apparently that works for some mental reason. I've not tried it. I might try it in a bit. What do you think that noise is then? What could that
It's hard
be?
not to think. It's hard not to think that it's this giant bug that you've got next to you
It might be. It might be.
that you were drawing it, and
Okay. Let's
have some little mandibles on it or something.
let's put that. It's not like this is an entire. Okay, this is a. Here we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Good. Oh my
Yes.
god, I'm very sorry. What have I made of your life? Would you say this is representative of somewhat of the soundscape of your life?
It's weird when you put them all together, isn't it? It's like
It's
that
very
now feels
noisy.
like total bedlam. But it's kind of calming to look at, right? Because you look at that and you think, well, in comparison to that image, my life is really peaceful and quiet. So,
Yeah, this would be a bad time, wouldn't it? I think this
yeah.
is I think I'm just gonna there.
Well,
So this is a particularly noisy day, and it's not entirely representative of what your life is at all.
yeah, it can be. I mean,
I mean, I
we
can
have
still.
neighbours.
Yeah, I think it's fine to accept that sometimes it is like that. Sometimes there just is, even if there aren't any horrible bugs in your garden, you still have to put up with the noise because it makes no difference, does it? Like, you still have to listen to it. It might as well be a horrible bug. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I wonder what that reports about where things are at. I wonder if all of these noises report about where things are at.
Right, yeah, right.
They kind of do, don't they? Well,
Yeah, there's kind of a lack of horse, lack of ball, presence of fox.
yeah.
Not sure what the hunks are reporting. Presence of
I wonder
some.
why
I don't know.
why are they honking? Literally, why are they honking? They're just like, it must be a very tactile thing, really, because they're kind of going
Yeah, right.
forward. So they're
Yeah,
like riding a slipstream, and they're just like doing a long distance travel, which must be a lot of work. So why do they go home? Do you
yeah,
think it
right.
might be? Do you think it might be that literally their chest muscles are working so much that they just honk on the wing flap, so like a bellow?
It must synchronize as if if you try to talk whilst you're jumping up and down or something. But
Maybe it actually
maybe it's
helps. I mean,
or maybe it's like a free bonus thing. You're kind of expelling air from the lungs quite hard, so you might as well honk, and
yeah, actually,
it's
if
a
you
kind
had
of
the option, you would, wouldn't you? I'm just remembering that one time I did with my noise that I remember, that is the weirdest, the most eerie kind of noise, or the most strange noise I've heard, was one time when I couldn't sleep and I got up really early. Um, and then went for a walk, and then the sun came up, and I went to the sea, and the
Mm.
sea was absolutely flat. It was flat as a flat thing. You know, when it gets like so flat that you think, well, that's weird, and it was absolutely silent.
Yeah.
I didn't hear it, and there was no traffic, there was no noise, no wind, nothing. And then suddenly there was this sound. There was just like, huh, 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 huh. And I looked, and like in that direction, it was like a dot, and like it came, and it came closer, and it came louder, but it was just this one rhythmic noise, and it was one swan. It was a swan, and it was just flying, and it was huge, huge single swan, and every wing flap it made this honk, and it flew like maybe a meter over my head, but it was like minutes coming on in a straight line.
Yeah.
And I just stood there and watched it for like ages, and it was the only noise in the world. It was just
Yeah.
a slowly approaching, weird, enormous bird. And yeah, that's what makes me think that maybe that's what they're doing, because
I see. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's maybe a mechanical noise, because it was just like, it was like a draisine, you know, like these things that are like, that go along a rail, and that just go like,
Yeah.
like that, but anyway. So yes, that's noises. I think that's done, unless you want anything here. Do you want a very small noise here? What is the smallest noise?
What was that beeping?
Beeping? Did something beep?
There was some beeping. Maybe it's near me, or not near you.
Oh, it's probably
It's like a
something. It's probably something beeping here. It's probably somebody phoning me.
It
Today.
sounded like a bread maker.
A bread maker, yeah, I did put some bread on. Probably the bread is done.
That'd be your bread ready.
That'll be it. Okay.
Maybe like a loaf of bread just singing.
I'm just gonna make a beep. There you go. It's a surprise beep. You don't know what it is. There you go. I'm gonna check what that is. I hope it's bread. I think we can just give up on this day noise wise. I think it's a bit like this. This is my day. I'm sorry. I think I've drawn my day. Thank you. It's fine. It's good. Thank you for that. It's lovely.
Yeah, it was fun. Yes, it's a lot going on there. Yeah. Okay, lie down.
Let's do that. Check on that. Lie down. Just earplugs. Okay. Good. Bye then, and thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye.